Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video I am going to be putting together a second spread using the Happy at Home kit from Feed Your Craft. Now this story was inspired mostly by these, well, I guess it was really all of these journaling cards. One of them just has repeated all the feels like wavy pattern in text on it. One of them says, grant yourself some grace, it's okay to take a break. And one says, give yourself the space you need. So I decided to call this one Grace and Space. So what I wanted to tell with this product is a story about current events. So I like to keep a record of things that are going on in our country and in our world inside of my scrapbooks. So for this one in particular, I wanted to talk about the events of 1/6/2021. So the insurrection at the Capitol, and then also about the second impeachment of President Trump. So I went onto an app that I have on my phone. It's called Front Pages. And on this app, you can pull up images of the front pages of newspapers around the country. So I pulled up one from the New York Times from this was actually from the 7th. So this would have been the day after the events at the Capitol. And then I also pulled up one from the Detroit Free Press because we live in Michigan, so I wanted something local for the day after the impeachment. So I've got the two front page images here that I'm going to put on this All the Feels journaling card, and it will cover up pretty much all of the text, but that's okay. I still get the colors and the pattern, and it looks pretty good. Then to go along with this card over here, I also have this one that says, grant yourself some grace, where I put in most of my journaling for this spread. So that's going to go down here at the bottom, and my plan is to just layer up some embellishments here on this area because I didn't want to add any more photos on here. I just wanted a place to add a bunch of text. Then I've also got the grant yourself space, and then an additional photo. This is actually a photo taken on the 6th. We went to the zoo to celebrate my daughter's birthday, and so this is a picture of myself and my son wearing our masks walking through the zoo. The colors went well with this kit, and then it also was from the day, so it just made sense to me. And then I also finished up my journaling, so I added most of it here, but then I've got a little bit extra on the back side of this tag that says let's relax, and my plan is to just have that poking out of the top of this card. So this is pretty much what I'm working with. I've got a bunch of embellishments here. I've got some of the puffy stickers from the add-on puffy sticker set. I think that was an add-on. If it wasn't, then it was part of the main kit. And I'm just going to add some light embellishments, put everything together. This isn't going to take very long. And for this spread, at this point, I'm not going to read my journaling out loud, but I will have close-up images of it on my Instagram feed. So if you do want to see what I had to write about this particular event, which is basically just me being not like shocked, but unsurprised and extremely disappointed and angry about the whole thing. So, which is why I'm not going to read it out loud here, but you can see it if you want to on my Instagram. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this put together. I'm going to speed you up for that, and then once we've got everything settled here, then we will slow back down and close out. So let's go ahead and get to work. All right, so to get started on this spread, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and adhere down these photos of the front page newspapers onto the journaling card. So it's just adding a little bit of roller adhesive, and then I'm going to do my best to position it so that they are on that card evenly with a little bit of green poking out between the two of them. I didn't push it down right away, which is why you see that one kind of slipping all over the place, just because I wanted to make sure that I had it where I wanted it to go before I pressed down on that adhesive. So I think that looks really good to have those newspapers basically matted with the green card. I really like it. So next I'm going to pull over the Give Yourself Grace card, and I'm going to build an embellishment cluster in the area where there are lines for journaling. So this card you could do a couple of things with. You could add a little bit of journaling into the lines and then put a photo where I put my journaling, but I had a lot to say. So I wanted to add my journaling into the larger spot and then just play with some of the embellishments that came in the kit and layer them up in the journaling area. So you don't even really know that there are lines there once I get everything down. So first I picked out this green label, and I'm going to actually grab a puffy sticker and add that into the label. The one I picked says watching this, because basically we were watching this for like weeks straight, right? And then I have another piece that says taking a break, which has that green color in it again. It's a little bit lighter of a green, but I like how it's in the middle of the green of my son's coat and the green of the card right above it. So it ties it in great. And then I added one more ephemera piece on top of that says my story. And it has the red color. So we've got the reds and the greens and the grays. Next, I wanted to add another puffy sticker over on the photo of myself and my son. I found one that says today, and it's the same gray as the watching this puffy sticker. So that really kind of went nicely together. Now I wanted to add a little bit more color to balance the colors in this spread a little bit better. So I went in my stash and got these puffy stickers from Futurecraft. I believe these were from the travel collection last year, so they may or may not still be in the shop. I'll have to look that up for you guys. And if it is, I will stick it in the links down below. Then I grabbed a red arrow off of this because it has all these different colored arrows. And I put the arrow right underneath the today puffy sticker. Then I'm going to grab two more. So I will get a yellow one and put that up here on the Give Yourself Space card. And I will grab a navy blue one and put that on the Grant Yourself Grace card. And I like how that ties all of the colors in. So you've got the yellow up and in my pants, and then you've got the red in the two cards, and then you've got the blue, or you've got the red in the card and the arrow, and the blue in the arrow and the card. So I don't know if that makes sense, but it brings the colors all around. Next, I'm taking my roller date stamp and adding the dates of these two events onto that journaling card. Then I'm going to grab over some twine. I'm just going to get this black and white twine, and I will put it inside of the tag, and through the loop of the tag, I should say. And that will make it easier to pull it out of the space of this little pocket that we're going to create here in a second. So I went and grabbed the pages that these are going to go into. These ones are easy, just slipping them into those 4x6 pockets. This will go inside of my 6x8 story album for our family album. So that one just holds like all the random stories. And then I'm going to grab out the 3x8 card that goes to the story prior. So because I am adding this into a page that has the full 3x8 pocket, I can actually just adhere my cards to the back side of the previous day in order to make the pocket. So the one at the bottom, adheres right on. And then on the top side, I'm going to use my score tape to create a section that the card or the little tag will slip into. So then I can take off the backing, put on the card, and then there will be a slot at the top where this can just slip in between the two journaling sections, the one from the day prior and the one from, not the day prior, but the story prior, I should say, and then the card for today. So that works out really nicely, and the tag sticks up a little bit so you know that you can pull it out, and then that pretty much completes it. All right, you guys, that completes my spread for today. So I did just add some embellishments here and there. Otherwise, I left this really pretty plain. And then using the back side of this pocket, since this was a full pocket and wasn't divided, I did go ahead and adhere that down onto this back card, and then used the card behind it in addition to this Give Yourself the Space to create the pocket for the tag that can pull out where additional journaling can be found. So that is how I am documenting the events of January so far in terms of current events. This is something that, not everybody does. You don't have to put this kind of stuff in your albums if you don't want to. I just think it's important for me personally to have some of these things in my album to just record what's happening in the history of our country today. So for me, that is why I choose to put stories like this in my story albums. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed seeing this spread come together, I would love a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of my future crafty videos. I have another Project Life spread coming out on Wednesday this week, so you can look forward to that. Or I've got my bonus 2017 Project Life process video that's available on the Mighty Network. That will be available tomorrow on Tuesday. So if you'd like to see that, the link to the Mighty Network is down in the description box below. I will also make sure to add a link to the app that I used to grab the front page titles or the front page images in case that's something you would like to do for one of your spreads, regardless of whatever's happening in the news. So it's just a really awesome resource to find some news related content like that. So I will put a link to that in the description box. The Mighty Network is down there, and any of the supplies I used today you can also find down in that description box as well. All right, well, until next time, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, a great start to your week, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye now.